but it is stopped in and there is a brief clipping to show how modernism couldn't be the same, how painting couldn't be the same, how literature couldn't be the same as in the 19th century. Just watch it. Sorry.
Les grandes usines chimiques emploient autant des échantillons de leurs produits toxiques.
Multitudes of people killed and every item of their body is recycled by the Nazis. Skin is made into paper, fat is turned into soap, hair is turned into bags and wigs. Look at that.
Il y a celles dont la chair se remarquait pour la vie, malgré le refus. Ces femmes, ces hommes, les bureaux administratifs conservent leur visage déposé à l'arrivée. Les noms aussi sont déposés. Des noms de même de nations. Ils remplissent des centaines de registres, des milliers de fichiers. Un grec ou juif des morts. Les déportés tiennent cette comptabilité délirante, toujours fausse, sous l'œil des SS et des
All the fabric textile is taken from a given road.
Le capot a sa propre chambre, où il peut entasser ses réserves et recevoir le soir ses jeunes favoris. Le commandant s'habite là où sa femme contribue à entretenir une vie familiale et quelquefois mondaine, comme dans n'importe quel autre garde.
Pets are used as paperweights.
Peut-être seulement si on lui donne un peu plus. La guerre ne peut pas finir. Plus fortunés, les capots avaient un bordel. Des prisonnières mieux nourries, mais comme les autres vouées à la mort. Quelquefois, de ses fenêtres, il est tombé un morceau de pain pour un camarade pleureur. Ainsi, les SS étaient arrivés à reconstituer dans le camp une cité vraisemblable avec hôpital, quartier réservé, quartier résidentiel, et même, oui, une prison. Inutile de décrire ce qui se passait dans ces cages. Ces cages calculées pour qu'on ne puisse tenir ni debout ni couché, des hommes, des femmes y furent suppliciés consciencieusement pendant des jours. Les bouches d'aération ne retiennent pas le clé. « 1942. Himmler se rend sur les lieux. Il faut anéantir, mais productivement. Laissant la productivité à ses techniciens, Himmler se penche sur le problème de l'anéantissement.
As Eliot said, after this knowledge, what forgiveness? After this knowledge, what forgiveness? You know, poetry couldn't no more think of tickling people. Painting couldn't no more think of giving pleasure, visual pleasure to people. Sweet palates and sweet romantic countryside. Everything changed. Somewhere around 1910, human nature changed, as Virginia would say. So, the entire modernist movements, literature and visual art, we have read in the shadow, menacing shadow of the war. And so many movements. We have even in poetry, you know, there was a moment when people like J.C. coming and writing the wasteland. What are the roots that clutch, what branches grow to this stony rubbish? Son of man, you cannot say of this. You know only a heap of broken images where the dead tree gives no shelter. Get the point like that. And this was a menacing picture they wanted to articulate, giving rise to a particular movement called expressionism in art and literature. How the emotions became so poignant and oppressive, somehow they wanted to disemburden, and art became a vehicle for this kind of disemburdening, and that is what actually happened. Look at this writing by Wilfred Strange Meeting, who fought and died from one of the French poets. And with that picture of night and fog in mind, if you read these lines, It seemed that out of battle I escaped down some profound dull tunnel long since through. Dull tunnel is a tunnel of death. Tunnel of death. Then, through granites which titanic wars had joined, yet also their encumbered sleepers thrown, too fast in thought or death to be disturbed. The truth untold, the pity of war, the pity was disturbed. And it was not mere verbal representation of war. They fought and they struggled, they starved, they confronted it, and this is the kind of corrective vision that Bernard tried to give in Arms and the Man, where the whole business of a soldier is to carry a chocolate in his pocket, not a gun. He has to survive, the whole question of survival. Look at this painting, a monument for Vietnam shrine. A new expressionist painter Gregory Gillespie is still alive, American painter. The gruesomeness of war, any war, doesn't matter, any war, Spanish Civil War, Vietnam War, Mexican War, any war is the same. Whether it is internecine, destruction is internecine, usually destructive. Now I will show you the clipping from a movie. Look at that movie. It is actually Un Chien Andalou. The movie is titled Un Chien Andalou, the Andalusian dog. And the opening scene opens like a fairy tale, once upon a time. Once upon a time. See what happens once upon a time. It's a fairy tale. A surrealistic movie. A beautiful fairy tale, no? This is the way the movie opens. The opening shot. You know, this movie offers so many interesting propositions. One, surrealism was a movement in Western art, modernist movement, which interrogated the hegemony of science. Because surrealism means superior realism. And surrealists, following Freud, they said the greater reality is in the subconscious, not the outside world. The greater reality is in the world of the subconscious, unconscious, not the outside world. It is a fallacious reality. Actual reality is in the unconscious. They wanted to, excavate this unconscious reality. And if you have to look at your unconscious, you have to shut your sight towards the world. Because insight and sight can never coexist. In order to have insight, you block the sight. Sight of the world you block and look within. And all modernist art and writing were introspective and self-conscious in that way. So there is a kind of, self-consciousness developing in art, self-reflexivity developing in art, when artists began to look within themselves, blind to the external reality. So blindness was a theme. Blindness was an obsession in surrealism with a craving to excavate the unconscious. So here, slicing the eyeball may suggest their devaluation of external reality constructed by the sight. But the interesting thing is here, why should it be the eyes of a woman? Why can't it be that of a man? And it offers interesting question. It's a man slicing the eyeball of a woman, and the kind of reading that we can make today is that women are blocked the hegemony of sight. Gaze is not for them. Gaze is only for the male. Whenever we speak about gaze in art and literature, it is male. It is supposed to be male gaze. And people like Laura Mulvey, if you have film theory, you may read Laura Mulvey, she speaks about scopophilia, the pleasure of seeing. And she says, the pleasure of seeing is a typical male phenomenon, male experience, and it's not a female experience. And the whole male world has been blocking the right for vision, right for gaze, for the. What will happen if women start looking at the world, start looking at the men? There has been a recent exhibition in New York, Modern Art Museum, there was a recent exhibition, women's representation of men. There are women, look at men, stripping them naked. They make the made model stand there. They are the subjective artists, subjects. They paint men. They paint men, the whole drama changes. When women start looking at the world, exercising their gaze, men are afraid, terribly afraid. And there is a kind of fanny castration here actually. The whole thing can be looked at in terms of a castrating tendency, cutting, slicing the eyeballs of women, blocking their gaze. The patriarchy doesn't want women to look at the world. They are being looked at. People like John Byrne theorizes that women are constantly trained to be looked at, but not to look at the world. And interestingly, surrealism was a rigidly patriarchal, chauvinistic, male chauvinistic movement. What they did? Interesting practice was people like Dali, Breton, all these people, they had an effigy of a woman in the hall where they had meeting. They used to convene meetings very often, and they have hung an effigy or a mannequin of a woman on the roof. And they will have a meeting. Once the meeting is over, they will go out, and one after the other, the artist will come single. They will sit below the effigy and will start downpouring all their problems, as though it's the business of the woman to solve all the problems. So for them, for the surrealist artists, women were either madonnas or whores, prostitutes, no other alternative. A mature existence, concrete reality of the feminine existence they denied. They looked at, just like any other patriarchal society, they looked at women either as madonnas, idolizing them, or as prostitutes. Only these two extremes, either black or white. No identity, no personal identity was sanctioned to. Maybe slicing the eyeball, such as the denial of the right of gaze